There are three words. Not "I love you," not "you're beautiful." These are words no woman will ever ask you to say, because they cut past her logic and go straight into her subconscious. When she hears them, she won't be able to explain why her chest feels warm, why her breath gets shallow, why she suddenly feels drawn to you in ways she can't fight. These are forbidden words, and once you know them, you'll see women differently forever. A woman will never admit this. She'll say she wants honesty. She'll say she wants respect. But the truth? Her body doesn't respond to politeness. It responds to power, to suggestion, to words that bypass her good girl filter and whisper directly to her primal side. And that's why these three words are so dangerous. Because once they're spoken, she can't unhear them. Most men waste their breath. They say, "You're so pretty. You're amazing. You're the best thing that's happened to me." And she smiles. But inside, nothing stirs. Because those words are cheap, predictable. Every other guy is saying them. She doesn't crave validation. She craves awakening. The first forbidden word is not sweet. It's not romantic. It's mine. When a man looks at her with certainty, with calm authority, and says that single word, her mind resists, but her body melts. Because every woman has a hidden desire to be claimed, not controlled, not owned, but chosen. Mine awakens the part of her that craves belonging, and it makes her feel like no one else exists. Psychology explains it simply. Women are surrounded by indecisive men, men who hesitate, men who ask instead of lead. When you use the word mine, you're cutting through all of that uncertainty. You're showing her, I don't need permission to feel this way about you. And that confidence creates safety. Safety that lets her relax her guard and step into her feminine surrender. The second forbidden word is softer, but no less powerful. It's now. Why? Because now anchors her into the present moment, the place where attraction is felt most intensely. When you say, "Look at me, now," or "Come here, now," you're pulling her out of overthinking and into feeling. And feeling is where desire lives. Now isn't about aggression. It's about presence. When you use it with calm authority, you bypass her mind and speak to her instincts. Her body understands it before her thoughts do. Now tells her, this man isn't stuck in the past. He isn't worried about the future. He's here, with me, and he leads. And that's when she feels safe enough to follow. The last word is the most subtle and the most dangerous. It's enough. When a woman is spiraling, talking too much, testing you, pushing boundaries, most men chase, explain, defend. But when you calmly say, "That's enough," her entire nervous system resets. Because deep down, she doesn't want a man she can control. She wants a man who can contain her fire without being burned. Why does this word hit so hard? Because it signals strength without violence, boundaries without fear. It tells her, you can be wild, but you can't break me. And that awakens a deep craving. The craving to finally let go of control, to stop testing, to feel held. Enough isn't rejection, it's structure. And structure is the very thing her emotions secretly long for. On their own, each word is strong. But when you combine them, you create a psychological storm she can't resist. Imagine this. You pull her close. You whisper, "Mine, now." Then later, when she tests you, you hold her eyes and calmly say, "Enough." That sequence imprints on her. It tells her, this man claims me, leads me, and contains me. That is the holy trinity of attraction. The reason most men never get here is because they fear their own power. They've been told to always be nice, always be agreeable, never create tension. But here's the truth. Tension is the birthplace of desire. A man who avoids it will never be desired. He'll only be liked. And women don't fantasize about the man they like. They crave the man who dares to create tension and hold it. Here's the twist most men miss. Women are constantly testing, not because they want to reject you, but because they want to shape you. Every time she pushes, every time she provokes, every time she withdraws, she's not asking, "Do you love me?" She's asking, "Can you handle me?" And when you answer with these forbidden words, calm, grounded, and certain, she stops testing because she's finally found a man who passes. When you speak these words with certainty, not arrogance, not aggression, just calm authority, something shifts inside her. Her body relaxes, her mind races, her heart pounds. She won't even understand why she's drawn to you. She'll just know she can't look at you the same way again, because you've spoken to her feminine core, the part no one else reaches. Years from now, she may not remember the shirt you wore, the place you met, or even the exact details of that night. But she will remember how she felt when you said those words. Mine. Now. Enough. Because every other man spoke to her ears. You spoke to her soul. And that's the difference between a man she forgets and the man she never escapes. So remember this. Attraction is not about looks. It's not about money. It's not about saying more. It's about saying less, but with power. 3 forbidden words. Words that most men will never discover. Words that bypass her logic, her defenses, and her excuses, and speak directly to the woman inside her. Say them with presence. Say them with certainty. And watch as she becomes powerless to resist.